Okay, ladies and gents, what's up? So recently I came across a tweet from Syndicate, the Syndicate Project, one of the OG YouTubers that I've been watching for I guess you could say the last probably 12 years now, and I still remember when I met him in 2016 when he came to my city for Comic-Con. That was a great moment that I was able to share, meeting Syndicate. I have like my photo with him somewhere. I don't know where it is at. It's somewhere like maybe in my phone. But today, but the tweets that Syndicate posted gave me the idea to make this video about the state of Call of Duty, and I'm just going to tell you about why I kind of just lost interest in Call of Duty, especially after Black Ops 2, I just ended up losing interest in the COD franchise. And the only Call of Duty games that I've bought in these last, the 3 Call of Duty games that I've bought in the last, I want to say, probably, I guess 10 years now. Yeah, 10 years. Well, in the last 10 years, I bought a total of 4 copies of Call of Duty. That is Call of Duty World War II, the one that came out in 2017. I bought Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, MW 2019, and MW2 2022, and all that stuff. But if I'm being honest here, man, I feel like that ever since Robert Bowling left the Call of Duty community, Call of Duty has really just gone downhill. And this is just me speaking my complete honest opinion about the state of Call of Duty. Now, if you enjoy playing in Call of Duty, then hey, you still enjoy playing it, but at the same time, I will admit, I haven't been really as hyped about Call of Duty consistently, like on a consistent year, like how I have in the past. For example, when Call of Duty 4 came out, World at War, Call of Duty MW2 2019, and Black Ops 1, and then Black Ops 2. Well, then there was Modern Warfare 3, and then there was Black Ops 2, and all that stuff. Those were really the years that I was truly, I would have to say, hyped about Call of Duty. Like, that's how I would think about it almost every day, is Call of Duty. How will the next Call of Duty game come out? And from the time that Call of Duty Black Ops 2 came out, I would have to say that summer of 2013 is really the year when I started becoming disenfranchised, or basically just kind of losing any sort of passion I had for the Call of Duty franchise. Just because if there's one thing that I miss about the old Call of Duty days, was when the game devs would just listen to the fans and not milk just to try and pocket the most amount of money possible. Because that's really how I feel like with the current state of Call of Duty. Because obviously, if you guys remember, back then there was Machinima, and if I remember correctly, I think Robert Bowling left the Activision community and all that stuff, because I know that Robert Bowling is the one that I think deserves the credit for Call of Duty being such a successful franchise. Because if there is one thing I think we have to admit here, is that Robert Bowling, he made Call of Duty, and I really miss Robert Bowling. That's the one thing that I miss about the old Call of Duty. If there is one thing that I miss about the old Call of Duty days, I would honestly have to say was the leadership of Robert Bowling. Now, why did Robert Bowling leave? I have no idea, but I will say this though, I feel like the Call of Duty franchise has never ever been the same ever since Robert Bowling left. Because you see, with Robert Bowling, he was that type of guy that would listen to the fans. And with the game developers, whenever I try and look at what new thing the game developers are coming out, whether it's Activision or Treyarch, I feel like that, and by the way, this is just constructive criticism. I don't have anything personal against Activision or Treyarch, but I'm just saying that for constructive criticism for the Call of Duty developers, I would honestly have to say that I think that them listening to the fans would help Call of Duty reach that same level of success like how it did in 2009, 2010, 11, from, I would have to say, 2007 to 2013. Those were really the true golden days of Call of Duty, I feel like. And if there is one thing I would honestly offer as a piece of advice to the game devs, is maybe just try and listen to the fans more. Because I feel like that if the game developers can just listen to the fans more, then maybe Call of Duty can have the same height again. Because let's be honest, is anybody really hyped up about Call of Duty as how they were, I guess you could say, 15 years ago? Because I feel like not a lot of people are really as hyped up about as Call of Duty as how they used to be. Especially like when you look at a pro player criticize the game. Like, there's so many pro players that have pointed out so many flaws with Call of Duty that it makes you realize here that the hype around Call of Duty, I feel like, is not really as big as it used to be. Maybe it's just me, I could be wrong, but the way how I see it, I feel like the true decline of Call of Duty really began when Robert Bowling left. That's the way how I see it, but that's my honest opinion. Let me know what y'all think about it.